Well, hey there again, everyone. Welcome back to the Amazon Build Series. As you see, this will be part 6. I hope that you all enjoy this build series. If so, please drop a like and comment down below. Now let's go ahead and get this started. Well, hey there again, everyone. Welcome back to the Amazon Build Series. As you see again, this will be part 6. Now, right here, you see I have all of these 18-wheeler semi-trucks backed up. They're all backed up and pulling out and situated in here. I have plenty of vehicle tutorials, semis, and things like that you guys can fill in these parking lots with. Just check out my playlist on vehicles. Some of them are pulling away, backing up, and things like that, as you see here, all in different areas. Alright, so what we're going to be doing, what we left off at, is this part back here. And as you see, I went ahead and put in some parking spaces. Okay, really easy. They're 15 blocks apart going this way. These are 15 blocks apart this way. You see where they're at. Alright, over here the same. Nothing to it. Over here, again, this is what I have. Just make sure you have something similar to this. That'll be totally fine. Alright. Now what we're going to be doing is this section here and then along the back. And then we'll see if we'll get to that wall over there. So first things first, what we're going to be doing is lining everything up. So let's go ahead and come right here where we got this roof section here. Okay, we're going to be looking at these black blocks right here. So coming off of that, you're going to come out by 7 blocks, looking at the black there. And then here, this glowstone. No need to count it because you're going to go straight along this way. And then once you get to this entrance here, this block will be up against it like that. Alright? And then you'll go up against here like this. And then you'll go straight back as you see here. All that lined up. And then you should end up here. Alright? Now this section here, what we're going to be doing is coming up on this back corner here where we got this 15. We're going to come up, looking at this black, we're going to come up a total of 16 blocks tall. That'll be right here. Okay? That will be the frame for down below. So all of this down below here is going to be that height. It should be a total of 2 blocks higher than this. Alright, once you get that up, go ahead and use the white concrete and then also top it with the smooth stone slab and carry that along. Right now, as you see, I went ahead and put the windows in here after I got it filled in. This is what I have here. Alright, so this top window here is going to be a 5x3, 3 blocks from the corner there. You're going to skip a total of 10 blocks here, and then we're going to have this bigger window, which is a 14x3, and then also this will be 10 blocks as well between this 5x3 and also 3 blocks from there. Make sure that all 3 windows up top be lined up with the windows here as well, okay? Now the bottom windows are going to be a 5x13 here, 3 blocks from the right there, 3 blocks apart here, and then the left side will be the same, alright? Now once you've got that, now let's go ahead and come over here. Now you see this outline that we have here that we use to line everything up. What we're going to be doing is simply take this wall here. So you're going to take this white concrete. You're going to carry this stripe across. You're going to grab the blue here and also the slabs. You're going to go on top of this black here, on top of here, all the way down, and then go ahead and connect it up to there. And also here, for this roof of this little office area, I'm going to be using the deep slate, as you see here on that level. Go ahead and fill that in to this wall once you've got that wall across here. Now make sure when you bring that wall on top of this that it's going to be the same height, and go ahead and fill in this as well. And then because you're only going to be having this wall here is going to be coming up like this, and then there's only going to be a small space right here. It's not going to look quite right. So go ahead and take this on down like this here. Okay, and then fill in this small section with those slabs up against the building. Alright, now simple enough. This is what you should have all brought down, and again up here, all of this filled in up against the wall, as you see, just like this. And then over here, where we have this small little shape, I went ahead and made it into a 5x5. So this is what mine looks like here. Really easy. And then we got this ledge here with the slabs across. And then this is what it looks like here from this angle. Alright, all that brought down all the way down to the end there. And then we got this little ledge here with the slabs. And then up here, the deep slate with that filled in there. Alright, now once you've got all of that, then now what we're going to go ahead and do is simply take this wall that we have here, okay? The same blocks, same template. We're going to take right on top of the black all the way down. All the way down. And you see where we've got these yellow markers? We're going to go across there. Just make sure that you keep all of these markers down below. That way we can put in what we need to put in there. But on top of this black, that's what we're looking at. We're going to take that wall all the way down to this black block right here. This section, don't worry about it yet. We're only looking at the black. So go ahead and bring that wall and everything on down. Alright, now you see with all of this brought down, this is again what yours should look like. Now remember, we will add a lot more details towards the end of the series, but as far as the wall goes, there's not a whole lot going on back here. This is going to be brought all the way down where I told you. And then down here, we got a big bay door for vehicles to drive in for maintenance. I came out 5 blocks from the wall, textured a little pad here, as you see. I got these walls in there the same as what we had before. Used the same material on this here, as you see. And this is actually going up total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks for that. Alright, and as you see, I got the granite slab across the top of that. And then over here with these smaller doors, these are for maintenance and things like that. This is what I got here, the same thing, just smaller. Oh, I need to raise this up. 2 blocks tall. There we go. So, like I said before, all of this will go down to this here. And we got all these pillars marked out. That's what we'll be doing now. Right now, on these pillars, they're all going to be the same. And as you see, I have one right here. Now we have a number of them going on down. This is the first one right here, as you see. And like I said, they're all going to be the same. Really simple to do. So what we're going to be doing, because we've got these 6 blocks here going on across here, we're going to go on the edges and put in the darker gray, so the light gray wool in there, and then right in here we're going to use the lighter shade of gray, the light gray concrete, and that will go all the way up to the top. Alright, right here where we got this stripe going along the side of the building, the back of it here, we're going to swap that up and put the white here, line that up like you see. And then up top here, I have 2 blocks of that. And then I have the slab on top. This here is going to be 2 blocks higher than that blue. And here is going to be 3 blocks wide, as you see there. Just come down like this here. And then when we fill in this rooftop, we will come to this and change it if we need to. But this is what we got here. Alright. So what we're going to do is do this same thing on all of the pillars that we have marked. Alright, now this is what you should have here. Really easy and simple. Now I was kind of strict on saying find the middle point on these pillars here, but as I was bringing them up, I decided just to make them simple to what they are now. So this is what you should have right here, and then along this side the same thing. Alright, now what we're going to go ahead and do is come right over here and bring this on across and connect that up. I'm going to grab the light gray concrete, the light shade of gray that we've been using. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go up a total of 20 blocks. And that should be 2 blocks lower than this stripe. Okay, so I'm going to come up to there. And I'm going to take that all the way around, fill in the entire wall to there. Right now, simple enough, this is what you should have here with this wall filled in and brought around like this. Now as you see on the top of here, I have these slabs 2 wide like this all the way down, as you see right here. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is extremely simple. So you see where we got this wall here, we got the white concrete, we have the stripe, and we have the blue, and we have the slab on top. Okay, we are simply going to take that same template, same colors, same height, and we're going to go across this way here, back side of here. It should line up on top of this wall. So here, it all should line up. Okay, it's going to go on top of this wall, and it's going to go all the way down to the front of the building. Now these sections that we have here, it's okay, these are going to be pillars coming out. Just simply, like I said, just take the wall straight, fill in the straight, go across all of this, what we have here on top of everything, and then when you get to the very front, all of this on top of this black here will have that wall, and then we will have a maintenance door right here. So this maintenance door will be the same as what we've got in the back. It'll be a 7x7 door, same materials, and then on top of this black all the way up we will have that wall, okay? And it should end up connecting up just like this. You see the slab and this blue. This blue here will be one block from the top, just like it is connecting up like this here. Alright, simple enough. As you see, the wall brought down all the way to the front there. Now right here where we have these open sections, they're going to be pillars. All of them will be the same. I went ahead and done one pillar right here. I'll show you everything about it. It's real simple. Just go ahead and copy what I'm about to show you on all of the pillar spots. Alright, so let's start at the bottom here. As you see, I used the light gray wool, 3 blocks wide here, 3 blocks from the parking lot here, 3 blocks this side, and it comes out by 2 blocks there. So that goes all the way up, 3 blocks along the top, and back down. Alright, now right here in the middle, we have the light gray concrete, all of that filled in, and right here we have this stripe design. Now on this stripe, on this wall here, this one, it will end up being right here in the middle. Okay? All that lined up, making this 3 blocks tall. So this will be 7 blocks long and 3, so a 7x3 on the white, a 3x3 on the blue, and another 7x3 on this. Alright? And then up here, also the light gray concrete. Up here, like I said, 3 blocks of the light gray wool, and then topped off with the slabs up top. Now up here, make sure that you go ahead and come back by 1 right here as you see, making this 4 blocks this way. So again, go ahead and copy the same thing right here, what we've got right here on this pillar spot here. Alright, now remember this yellow here is the middle of this road that I explained in the first part, okay? So that we've got this here measured out correctly, whenever you go to do this pillar here, go ahead and take a block like I have and just place it. That way we can remember where the middle point is, and we could later on do this road there when we get to that. So that'll be a pillar there, all the same. Right here will be another pillar the same, and then right down here will be the last pillar, which will be right here. So go ahead and do all of that, and then again all of this should end up connecting up right here as you see. Alright, now as you see, I went ahead and done quite a bit, but don't worry, I'll show you everything that I have here. First off, let's start with these pillars. I told you where they'll be placed. I told you how to do them, and this is what you should have now with these pillars, okay? You see there's a total of 4 of them here. Now on these pillars, I went ahead and put a little door here because the other side we have doors, and I figured if trucks are backing up and they need information or anything or emergencies, there needs to be some sort of doorway. So I got a door here. All of this is the same as the other side pretty much, with the stone bricks and the slabs and then the iron bars and then this here, okay, and then the stair up top. I put a light here, and I'll probably go ahead and put the light on the other wall on the other side as well. Makes sense. But this door here is going to be in the middle of that blue 3x3, so in the middle of the pillar, okay? So all the pillars are going to be just like that. All right. Now again down here with this maintenance door, this is what mine looks like here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put a light right there. All right. Now over here, you see I have A1, A2, A3, and so on. Here I have A. So I have A here. It's like a section A. We have a B, a C, and a D. Okay. So first off, remember I showed you and I told you to mark out the middle. So right here, where we got row of these doors here, we have this middle point, which is down here. Okay, remember this? That middle point will go up in the middle here, and this A is a 3x3. The A, B, C, and D is a 3x3, so it'll fit right in the middle. Okay. So if a truck is backing up and they need to call an order and they say, well, what door are you at? Well, I'm at, let's say, A5, okay? So they know where to go or so on. So that helps out and it's realistic and adds detail. So right here for the A in the center, going up by 4 blocks here. So all of these are 4 blocks in the center. So we're going to count from here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all of those is going to be measured the same. We have granite blocks here. Use whatever blocks you want. Make sure that if you have the letters and numbers add-on, use them and try to match the color. So we got 2 full blocks. Okay, both sides. Half slab here. A stair, and then a half slab up top. Real easy. So that's A right there. And then we got A1, A2, A3, all the way to 8, because there's 8 doors. Now, these doors, they have a middle point, and that's all the middle points and all the doors will be the numbers. So 1 is in the middle of the door, okay? A is to the left of that. These here are the medium size, so the medium A, medium 1, and so on. So all the letters and numbers is medium, and I dyed them all black, as you see here. And it, like I said, it goes all the way to 8, alright? And then over here, the same thing, just B's. Remember the numbers is in the middle of the doors. Now, again, middle. Right here, again, middle, 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the B, so we got 3 full blocks, slab, 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 stair, stair, and then a full block. Okay? Simple enough, right? And then down here, remember, this is the pillar that's got the middle point, so remember to keep that marked for later on, like I said, when we do the road there. Alright, so you remember that. And then C, again, all the same, right? The C is in the center, 4 blocks, I guess, right here, like I said, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right here is a C. So 3 full blocks going up, slab, top and bottom, and then a stair like you see right there. Alright. And then D is last. So again, D is almost like B, except it doesn't have the slab in the middle. So again, 4 in the center. We got D here. So B would be like this. Take that slab out, and it's a D. Right now, once you've got all that, I'm going to take that light on down here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the lights on these doors as well. Now, if you don't have the add-on that's got these street lights, which is the road add-on, that's totally fine. It's in with the block I used here on the parking lot and the lines and everything like that. Use something else if you don't have it. I'm gonna go right here in the middle, just place it right there. Alright, so I got the lights here, and then as you see, I went ahead and put that light there. Alright, now back here, I'm just simply gonna go ahead and put the light right in here. As you see, 3 blocks from there, this is in line with that blue right there. So just doesn't have to be perfect, just somewhere in that area. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a light. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put it, we got a middle point, so I'll put one there, and then I'll put another one right there. Alright, and then over here I'll go ahead and put a light there. And then over here, again, this doesn't have to be exactly like mine, just something similar. Alright, now I just placed lights down through there. I'll show you where I got them. I'm going to go ahead and put a light right there, and then we will go ahead and go around this way, and we will go ahead and put some lights here as well. So right here we got this door. I'm just going to put it there. Let's go to this door, put it there. Right, now back to this area. Right here between these doors, that's 3 blocks between. I got it right between, right there on that stripe. Right here where we got this, I got it right here in line with that stair, as you see there. So you can see where the lights are between those doors on the wall. Again, down there on that door, there's a light. And the same thing all the way down. Right now I'm back up front here, and I got a light there and there, as you see. Alright, let's go ahead and come around this way. Let's go ahead and put one here and here. Again, they don't have to be exactly like mine, just somewhere in that area. Let's go ahead and put some lights up here. Let's say right here is the middle. Let's go ahead and put one there. Go ahead and put one here as well. We'll come back later and we'll put in lights in here on the top. Let's go ahead and come down this way. Go ahead and put one there. One here. Again, the same thing applies for that. Alright, everybody, now come to the front of the building here. Now we will be going over the roof of this. Now, please remember to have your middle blocks right here, as you see right here between the windows where we have those middle blocks placed. Make sure that you find your middle point. Right there's between my windows, okay? This is going to be important. So these black blocks here are the 2 middle blocks of the front of the building, okay? Now, there's going to be a lot going on here, a lot of counting, a lot of figuring out. So just focus on what I'm telling you one at a time. So the black blocks are the 2 middle blocks, all right? Now, left of the middle block here, we got this block. That block there's 268 blocks from here, from counting this block, going to the edge of the building way down there, okay? You can see where the other glowstone block is up against the blue here. So from there to here, that's how many blocks there are. Alright? Now on the other side, there are 38 more blocks. It's almost the same. It's not quite, but right here we have 306 blocks. That's this block here. all the way down, and you can see it's up against that blue right there. All right. So we've got that number. Now, if your number is different, that's okay. Don't stress over it. What we're going to be doing, remember keeping your middle blocks here. So there's 38 blocks difference. There's more blocks on the right side than there is on the left side. That's okay. If yours is way off or different from mine, that's okay. Just remember the important part is what I'm about to show you. Again, remember, keep the middle blocks. I can't stress that enough. Keep these middle blocks in line and make sure these middle blocks are set up like that. Alright? Alright, now let's go ahead and look at the red that we have here. So, remember, this is your middle point. So we have a left of that, we got red, and then to the right of that, we have red. Okay? Now, each of these colors, we have red, we have yellow, we have green, we have orange, pink, and magenta, okay? You don't have to exactly have the same colors as I do, but just try to separate these out. That way, again, when we go to do the roof, it's easier. Now, this side, okay? This side is shorter, so I don't have magenta over here. I just got pink, orange, green, yellow, and red. Alright? That's okay. So what we're going to be doing is going to this middle point right here, and you're going to count left of this middle point. Okay, this is middle point. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and so on. You're going to have a total of 50 blocks. Each of these colors are a total of 50 blocks. So from the middle point here going left, this red is 50 blocks. This yellow here is 50 blocks. This green 50, orange is 50, the pink is 50. Okay? Now on this side is the same thing. So each color is 50. So we got red that's 50. Yellow, green, orange, pink, and magenta is 50. Okay, all of these are 50 blocks long. Now, to save you some counting, what I've done for me is I use the structure block as a tape measure. So on my structure block, the blue line is lined up. So if we go into here, you see right there, the Z is the blue line, and that's 50. So I type in 50 there. Again, guys, make sure that each color is 50. Also, another thing, this is not going to be a flat roof. You got to remember, this roof is huge. It doesn't need to be flat because in real life it's not flat. Water, snow, everything else would crush this roof, all that weight. So it's going to go down a block each time. So we got this red here, okay? So this is 50, that's 50, and then we've got these two middle blocks. So 50, 50, that's 100, 102, counting these two middle blocks, okay? Now left over here, as you see, it's going to go down a block, okay? And we've got this 50. And each color change is going to go down a block, as you see here, okay? So please remember that as well. So on this other side, it's going to be the same thing. Now, I know this is simple, but this can be confusing to some people. So again, over here, the blocks will go down one block at a time. All right, with that out of the way, we need to have some white blocks of choice because this rooftop up here is white. All right. Now, most likely it's going to be a white rubber anyhow. So I'm going to be using the Dorite. I'm going to be texturing it with some white concrete powder. It's a gravity block. It will fall, so make sure that you have a block to catch it, as you see here. All right. So that's what I'll be using there, and also the white wool. I'm going to mix match these three colors and make it nice and textured, alright? Now, studying the roof on Google Satellite, there are columns in the roof. There's so many different blocks that look like that they would work. I think I'm going to use one of these here. It doesn't matter which one you guys use, just make sure you use some sort of different block that's also white in color, okay? And that's, I guess, some support beams or something like that that's in the roof. Make sure you check out Google Satellite on this building. Remember, it's in Madison, Alabama, Amazon Fulfillment Center. Look on there and look at the roof and you'll see these columns. Alright, now please remember, whatever column block you use needs to be also white. Most of these is from the add-on Plenty of Blocks. You don't have to use these. Use whatever block that you want. Just make sure, like I said, it's white also with these, alright? So whatever block you're going to be using, I'm going to use this Facet Calcite column, alright? You're going to be placing your column blocks every 25 blocks. Alright, now right here in the middle, the two middle blocks, I'm going to be placing both columns here, okay? Now, before you start anything, you need to have this on the right level. So again, go right here. This is the front. The two middle blocks, we're going to be coming down here one block from the top, right there, okay? Remember, these two blocks is the middle point. This is going to go straight this way. This will be the two middle blocks for the columns here. So these two here will be on this level, alright? Now, remember, you're going to go total of 50 blocks. And it's going to, the end of that 50, you're going to have a column. It's going to go down. Alright everybody, now I need to make sure that you don't get confused because I actually off camera messed up and had to recalculate everything. So just in case if you have the same issue, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some numbers here. So remember, this here is the middle point. It's going to be these two lines and every other line will be a single. All of these will go straight to the back of the building and we'll get back there later and I'll show you what it's going to look like back there. So let's go ahead and come over here to this yellow section first for an example. So right here, I'm going to place this here, okay? So right here to right here, there will be 25 blocks in between. So 25 in between, and then you'll have this line, okay? And then you'll place this one at the end, as you see here. Then one more time. So from here to here will be another 25 blocks in between. Don't worry about what's in between this one to this one. Just make sure that you have one at the very end. So like I said, you should have all these lines all the way across. Now let's go ahead and go to the back. You see back here how they go all the way to the back. Just go ahead and connect them up to the back of the building like this. Whenever we go ahead and do the fill in and everything and all the detail up here, then we will worry about all of this, bringing everything down and connecting everything up. Right now we will go ahead and start filling things in. So let's go ahead and come right here. Now remember, I'll be using these three main blocks, alright? So what I'm going to do, because I need to support this gravity block, this powder, because remember it'll fall, I'm going to have to go up under here like this. and then support it like this here, okay? So that's what I'll have to do if you're using, those blocks as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is mark out an area here. Right now you see I have this filled in right here, this going on across, and this going on across this way. So up against here, counting this block, going down to this very end, I have a total of 40 blocks. So 40 blocks long, and then as you see here, I have this going across to there like that, okay? So 40 this way, and then just connect that up like that. Now right in here, I'm simply going to fill all this right here in, because like I said, I'm going to be using that powder block. Now on top of here, this will be my textured surface. This will be what's visible, okay? So make sure you guys go ahead and texture this like you want to if you're going to do the same thing as me. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Make sure that's even with these blocks right here as you see. Right now you see down below, I have it filled in with those dimensions. I told you 40 blocks this way, and then just connected up to that line there, okay? Also, you see I have it textured with the 3 blocks that I told you. Now we're going to go ahead and put a skylight in here. Right now, as you see, I have the template down below for the skylight. Now we will be changing something real quick. That way everything measures up correctly. So first off, let's go ahead and look right here with this black. We will have 9 blocks from here to here, okay? And also 9 blocks from here to here. So it's dead center right there. This is going to be 7 blocks long this way. Now here to here will be 12 blocks. Alright? Now for the skylight, for us to have an actual middle point for the skylight for supports, we need to have this an odd number, okay? Right now, it's 16. It's not an odd number. We will not have a middle point for this. So what we're going to go ahead and do, remember this is 40 blocks long here. I'm going to go out 1 more block, making it 41 blocks long this way. That way I can come here, making this an odd number. Now this here will be 17 instead of 16. Now we will have a middle point. So go ahead and find your middle point. Right now, adding 1 more row, making this a total of 41 blocks, and then making this 17 instead of 16, you should still have a total of 12 blocks here, making this skylight perfectly centered in this area. Now here is my middle point to the skylight here. So again, mark out your middle point. Go ahead and knock out what's in between here. Right now, as you see here, I went ahead and took the polished andesite full blocks. And I went in these 2 layers as you see right here. Line that as you see. I'm also going to be using the polished andesite slabs along the outside here, just like this. It'll go all the way around, and then I'm going to grab the black stained glass full blocks, and I'll be placing those right in here like this, okay? Now right here we have this middle point. I'm going to take the full block of andesite. I'm just simply going to come on across like this here. These slabs will come on across like this, and then everything inside of here will be filled in. Right now, once you've got this, if you're able to, go ahead and put a stair here and here. That way it just adds a little bit more depth and detail to it. That's what I'll do. Now right here where we have this line, I'm going to go ahead and take this same pillar block and I'm going to go and right in here on the edge of that. Now this is a directional block, so if I place it down like this, it will be different texture. So remember that if you're using the same block. Most pillar blocks are like that. But I'm going to go on this side as well, as you see there. Right now, as you see right here, I have the pillar on the edge here like this, going along that way, and over here is the same thing. So this red line I replaced with this pillar block, as you see there. That pillar block will go all the way down on this colored line here. Now, as you see here, I have a structure block. This structure block goes down. Make sure that if you use a structure block, which will save you some time, I have all of this down here. That way it'll keep the gravity powder blocks from falling if you're using that. But I got this right here, as you see. My measurements are going to be the red 43 and the blue, the Z is 27. So this blue line, as you see, is going to be right here. It's going to go all the way down to there, which is going to be here to this corner. And then the red line will go all the way down to this corner. Alright, so that's my measurements. Now, please remember, guys, from here to here was 25 blocks. Remember? From here to here is not 25 blocks. It's a little shorter. Right now, as you see, I have this middle strip of these skylights here going all the way to here. Now, I have a total of 13 counting like this. So this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, and so on. So I have 13 from the front where we started at to here. Now, I'm not going to give a number from here to that wall because it doesn't matter. Just make sure that yours is somewhere around here like this, okay? Now, I noticed something that you may run into, because right here we have a double line in the middle with those pillars. That will make a difference whenever you go to do the other skylights. So because this number will be different, let me go ahead and explain the template for this next section. So right here, where we got this red section here, we will not have any skylights here. We will not have any skylights here, okay? We will be skipping that. That'll just be filled in with what we got down below. Now this yellow section right here will have skylights, but the number will be different because right here is not a double line. Right here is a single one, okay? Now the actual window or the glass, everything will be the same size. So all of this, the andesite, the slabs, the glass, everything with the glass window, everything with that template is going to be the same. So all of that, looking at this glowstone, will be the same. What will be different is these black lines here. This will be 8 blocks. So going across this way will be 8, and looking at it this way, this will be a total of 12, which is the same as well, okay? Here will also be the same, 12. Alright, making the glowstone the same size. Now, whenever you go to fill this in, do the same thing. You'll have another skylight right here. How these are doubled up like this, going down. You'll do the same thing right here on this yellow section. Right now, this is what mine looks like now. Everything filled in, textured, and all of the skylights. So I'm going to go ahead and come up front and show you how everything looks. So over here on this corner, as you see, this is how mine ended up being, because this part here goes inwards. So this is how mine ended up being like. If yours is exactly like this, then all you got to do is take this and connect it up to here, as you see there. Okay, you have this open spot. All the open spots that you see, we will just fill it in with these textured blocks here. These open spots will not have skylights. All of this will be filled in. That spot over there will be filled in. All these open spots in the top will be filled in sooner or later. All of this, don't worry about that yet. We'll get that in the next video. All of this, all the way down, this is again what I got on mine. Here is the other end on the front. Again, all of this will be filled in with those textured blocks. And like I said, these columns or pillars that go down, don't worry about any of this. We'll get that later on. All of this will be filled in as well. Now, all these open spots right in here, simply take these columns straight back and connect it up there. Carry them all the way across, connect them, and then fill in these sections. This is what the back of mine looks like. Again, yours should end up looking like this. We're not going to be putting skylights in here. This here will just be simply filled in with those textured blocks. And also, don't forget to take those columns the same distance and run them in between. So, for example, like this column here and this column here, the distance between these two, make sure that you do the same and separate them all out the same distance. Right now you see this area here that does not have skylights, and also this area right here. That's exactly what you need to have. In the next part, we will be adding extra detail in these areas. This will be the end for part 6. I hope that you all enjoyed this build series so far. And remember to leave a like, comment, and hype the video if you're able to. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.